Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Love and Marriage DC. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. When the episode first opens up, Monique is showing up for her first morning as a co-host on WPGC 95.5. So she's super excited. But she ain't excited about getting up so early. And you know what? I always get so upset when I see the housewives like getting their radio jobs. Like, not that I'm bitter or anything, but I did go to school for that. But I couldn't get a job in radio because it was so oversaturated. And then people just come in and literally a face can get you a job. I mean, I'm happy for them. But dang, I just wish I would have been given a shot. You know what I'm saying? But it really is about who you know and who you are. But this is the next best thing. So, you know, God does everything for a reason. I just thought I wanted to share that with y'all. Moving forward. While she's over at the radio station, Chris is at home helping the kids get ready for school. They do homeschooling. He's making them breakfast. And here go Chase, the youngest, with his little cute self. He was asking him to make pancakes, right? So Chris was like, you know, I really just don't make no pancakes. He gonna say, me love pancakes. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So Chris tries to correct him, right? And he goes, me love saying me. And baby Chase said, it's all about me, 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 me. Shout out to Maya. I know that's right, Chase. Baby Chase said, me love saying me. Back at the job, Monique is already on her phone. Ma'am, no phones at work. No, I'm just kidding. But she on her phone and whatnot, child, on the Twitter. Back with Chris, you know, he's really being hands-on. Chris is really hands-on with the kids. And you know what? I love how he supported her by playing the morning show so the kids could listen to it. Monique, that man loves you, okay? You need to stop putting him down and keep fighting for your marriage, honey, because ain't nothing out here in these streets. I'm telling you right now, you are going to be upset messing around with these fools in these streets. Girl, she did acknowledge, though, in her confessional that he's allowing her to shine and live out her dreams, and he's being very supportive. So I think that's a great step in the right direction, especially for these two. So Chris asked the kids how they felt about their mom being on the radio. So her oldest son said, you know what? I like it because all the haters will have to listen to her every morning. I know that's right, baby. That will be my son, honey. Big up in his mama. But at the same time, sweetheart, we can change the station. Moving forward. In the next scene, Ashley goes to meet with her editor, Audrey, for her book because she's coming out with a book. It's a self-help, but it's a help yourself. Okay? Get your up and do what you're supposed to be doing. So she's writing a book, you know, just with a little bit of a twist. So they're talking about her being on the cover, but she's a little bit apprehensive about it. You can do it. I know it's you know, a huge thing when you're not completely comfortable in front of the camera, but girl, it's just like a huge selfie. And you sitting in these confessionals looking snatched, so you can do that. I'm just saying. So she starts to talk to her about how 2017 and 18 were some hard years for her. And Quick was taking off in his career and she was stuck at home and she had to drop out of school twice trying to support him and the kids. And she literally cried for 24 hours. And she was like, you know what? I had a doctor's appointment the next day. So, girl, I go to the doctor's appointment and whatnot. Eyes still a little bit yellowish, honey, giving very much jaundice, but I really been crying all night. I get in there, and the doctor's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing. And she was like, girl, something is definitely wrong. And that's when she was diagnosed with depression. And Ashley said whenever she tells people she suffers from anxiety and depression, they always tell her, you ain't got nothing to be depressed about. People really do not understand. It's beyond your control. Let me just share something with y'all. Some days I really do suffer and I really don't want to even be productive, but I push myself. You know, I have a strength in me. I know that keeps me like going. And of course, you know, it's God. But, you know, it's a chemical imbalance. Like after pregnancy, my postpartum depression took over. It was awful. Like I literally just got out of that when my son turned like 6 and he's 7. So, I mean, people just don't understand. Yes, you can have everything, but all that glitters is not gold. Honey, you can still be suffering. So then they started talking about her run-in with Winter and how she went back to her old self, honey. She didn't want to do that. She said, you know what? I actually have a chapter in my book about things like this because I feel like some people will be roadblocks in your way when you're trying to be positive. Yeah, you know, the devil always be as a child. It is pretty dope, though, that she's publishing a book. I love writing, and I admire that. So I think that's a very good thing, and I'm proud of you. Go, Ashley. In the next scene, Monique gets home from her first day at work, and she walks in to where Chris and Chase are, right? Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but for me, okay, because this is how I always used to greet my husband. But why didn't she greet Chris with a kiss? Or at least go over there and hug him and say, hey, babe, or something. So he asked her how her first day was, and she tells him it was awesome being around other people, all the grown folks, and her, you know, actually seeing her childhood dreams come to fruition. And so she was asking how his morning was. So he didn't have the same response. He felt like it was very difficult. And without her being there, it's tough for him. Chris, you gonna be all right. Morning shows aren't that long. It's the first day. You will eventually get into the swing of things. I know if she goes in at 5, most likely the morning show ends at 10, so the midday crew can come on, and that's from 10 to 12. Then you got the 12 to 2, and then 2 gonna take it to 5, and then 5 gonna take it home, and then you got the late night. So I don't think she was gone that long, Chris. I think you're just not used to doing everything. Y'all are like a team. So when one of your teammates is benched, then you know you gotta do everything and whatnot. Honey, I don't know if that analogy went right, but it sounded good to me. I'm just saying. So she tells Chris, listen, as somebody who's done this for years, you have to prepare. You can't just get up and wing it, like especially with 3 kids. But she did tell him he was a great dad and he was supporting her. And he was like, you know, I always knew you was going to be good. You know, when I first met you, I thought you was a star, even with your music. Honey, y'all remember she came on Real Housewives of Potomac rapping? My name is Monique. I'm here to say that I got 4 houses and I don't play. She didn't say that, but... Yeah, I know, I like to zhuzh it up. And that's when Giselle was like, oh, you're a rapper. Girl, gone gives it. But I love seeing these two, you know, pour into each other. More of this, okay? More of this, less of that. But y'all hug each other or something. Y'all got too much space and opportunity on this couch, and I don't like it. So he said that he's her number 1 fan. This is what he's saying in the confessional. And Monique said it does mean a lot that Chris is stepping up to the plate. I hope they both realize how blessed they are to have each other. Do you know that Monique said in the middle of this, you know, little conversation that she was going to take a nap? Please ask me when is the last time I napped. It's giving 2014. Okay. I have not napped since before my son was born. You know why? Because I always have to be up, awake, and alert. Because who else gonna watch him? Okay. I'm the only one here. So the fact that the two of you have each other, if she's not able to do something or she's inaccessible, you can do it. If he can't do it, then you can do it. That's a blessing. You know what? People really need to step outside themselves and see just exactly how great they have it. Take it all away and then you'll see, honey. You'll be like the rest of us. Moving forward. In the next scene, Jamie and Erana, they're getting ready to do a TikTok. I know, that's right. That's so cute. Their last few, he said, have gone viral, so they're TikTok famous. Oh, okay. Get into it. He said, you know, they make a lot from TikTok, but the majority of their money where they pay bills and everything else comes from their other businesses. And Erana was like, we might just take a trip or 2 with our TikTok money, but nothing major. Baby, teach me. Let me tell y'all something. I love YouTube, but I do want to expand. So if anybody knows how I can make money over there on the TikTok, please let a sister know. You know what? I think I'm going to go to YouTube University. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm about to enroll in class. I'm about to enroll. But I was watching them do this TikTok, right? Y'all, why that wine that Erana had in her hand looked like hotels? I was like, let me find that hotel and send you some of this juicy juice. But it was great to see Jamie in a fun, you know, hair down type of way, even though he ain't got no hair, child. He bald. But it was good to see him having fun. Let me go follow y'all on the TikTok, child. Let me go follow y'all. So after they get through playing on TikTok, they talk about the session in the cave. And he gonna say, what did she say about me? Now, you know dang on well what that lady said. Now, Jamie quit playing. So Erana reminds him that she said he was a bully. He was like, you think I'm a bully? She said, well, no, I don't think you're a bully. He said, okay, I don't think I gave off that energy. And so Erana was basically telling him, Sir, she was reading your energy, and that's how she figured out that you were a bully and she was on point. Your energy is giving her at all times. So in the confessional, Erana said that Jamie is aggressive with her and the kids. So he was like, am I aggressive or am I a disciplinarian? If it's what we see on this screen, it's giving aggressive. Okay, except for this scene. I'm starting to warm up to you a little bit, Jamie. Okay? Don't let me down. So Erana said, maybe you're aggressive with me and you're disciplining the kids. Either way, it's not okay. Okay? It's just not okay. So she tells him it's a reason that he is the way he is, and it's probably stemming from his childhood. And Jamie did say that he had a tough upbringing, and his dad was basically like the man that will like push you down and dare you to cry. Okay, he was one of those dads. So basically he just mimicked what he saw growing up. And that's where he gets his tough exterior in the way that he behaves, in the way that he parents. And I can see that, but I just feel like, Jamie, you might need a little therapy to break down this wall. You should have been at the spa date with Quick and Chris so y'all could talk about it. But at least he did agree to go back. But I don't think he should go back to that lady, honey. I don't think he should be going back to that cave and sitting there and let her read his energy and whatnot and seeing if his aura is red or orange or blue. Go to a therapist, okay? A licensed therapist. They got them all over TikTok, honey. Find one, choose one, make a TikTok about it. Moving forward. In the next scene, Ashley's doing her photo shoot. Bum, 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 bum. It's a photo shoot. Shout out to Gucci Mane. So she doing her photo shoot for her book cover. Ashley, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for actually doing it, for taking the leap. I know you really didn't want to do it, but I'm happy that you did it. I don't know why she was afraid, girl. You look good. Okay? So Monique shows up to the photo shoot, ready to support Ashley and ready to get messy. I would have loved to see Ashley in a more vibrant suit, or maybe all white. That would have been beautiful. And straight hair that was just like blowing, just giving you something. But she did look very pretty. So they go over to the side to talk about, Ashley finally stepping out of her comfort zone and doing something to make herself happy. And you know what? You can really lose your identity, especially as a wife and a mom, because you tend to forget about you, your feelings, what you liked before you became a mom and a wife. You just get wrapped up in other people and, you lose yourself. So she said Quick wants to be supportive as long as he's in the forefront. Quick, we can't do that. Most men do act that way, though. They get a little threatened by their woman's success. I don't know why, but it just happens sometimes. So Ashley is telling Monique what her book is about, and Monique is like, oh, I'm buying the first copy for Chris. See, there you go. Chris is okay without the self-help book. He's fine. Child, I don't know why you always acting like Chris is some lazy, unmotivated bum. He's helping you out. Girl, ugh. Anyway. So Monique tells her that she went on a soul searching journey and realized everything is tied to Chris. But she's this, that, and the third. I'm a peacemaker. No, you're a mess maker. I'm lovable. I'm not, girl, all these things. She's just going on and on and on. So Ashley said, you know what? Monique's favorite topic is Monique. But she should stick to that, because when she does it, she drops little nuggets and it gets her in trouble. Side note, Ashley, that hair looks so pretty and natural. I like that. That's straight down the middle. Girl, get into it. So Ashley said, speaking of peacemaker, Monique is like, no, I'm definitely not that. Okay, because I did leave out a lot. But the way that Winter ran it back to me, it seems like there was a confrontation between y'all, and y'all were going back and forth and back. So Ashley wants to know exactly what Winter said. So Monique is like, well, let me just say, I don't really want to say. So she was like, well, let me just say it. And that's what you wanted to do anyway. So Ashley was like, am I going to want to punch Winter in the face? Let's not go there, Ashley. Okay? There's no need to resort to violence. It's really not that serious. Honey, you better ask Monique how she scurried along after she got through putting her hands in somebody's face. I'm just saying. But Monique, you being messy. What reason did you have to even bring that up? If you're happy that they let it go and now you're not in the middle anymore, stay out of the middle. Just messy for no reason. But Monique, being her messy self, she gonna say, well, I mean, you might. She's like, okay, so I don't like people nicknaming my husband unless they're my friends. Okay, well, if you didn't like that when you were sitting in front of Winter, why didn't you say, girl, I don't like people nicknaming my husband. I wouldn't want you doing that to me. I guess because she's your friend, but girl, still, no. And we know you don't like people nicknaming your husband, honey, because Gizzard over there on that other show, she definitely called Chris Big Boy. So, I guess. So Ashley goes, she gave my husband a nickname. Her bald head better stop playing with me. I do not know why that was so funny to me. I don't know. I think it was because she called her bald head. Oh, child. Ashley needs some help, honey. She's crazy. So Monique tells her that she had a nickname for her and Erana's husband. So Monique said, okay, so she called Quick DJ Fun Size. So Ashley immediately started laughing because Quick is short. So Ashley actually thought it was funny. Monique being messy and dramatic, and it didn't even land. They need to teach you how to produce a scene. I know you're trying to produce over here, honey, and it's falling flat. Falling flizzat. So then she tells her Jamie's husband's nickname, which is Red Light Special, because he fell asleep at the light. Ma'am, that's dumb. Okay? Do you know what Red Light Special is? There's no falling asleep involved. I'll give you the red light special all through the night. Baby, you better ask TLC. Listen, girl, talking about some red light special. Don't give these women men no nickname. You know you don't like them and they don't like you. Girl, what is wrong with you? So Monique was like, yeah, the Winter that I know in her confessional is not messy. Like, I don't know who this is. Well, she might not be messy, but you are. So then Ashley tells Monique, listen, girl, I don't like Winter. So please exclude me from any group settings that y'all are going to have. And then you turn right around next episode, you and Chris, and get ready to put her with Winter. And knowing Winter don't want to see that scammer that she was married to and bring the scammer as well as Winter. So now it's going to be a whole mess. But y'all, we're going to be here for it. So let's continue. In the next scene, Quick and Chris, they're meeting for a little male self-care. I love seeing these black men meet for something other than drinks. When I tell y'all that was so refreshing to me, I said, yes, you better take care of yourself. It is okay for you to get your feet rubbed down, to get your hands nicely manicured. It is okay. So Chris said, now that he's home with the kids all day, he really does appreciate the adult time that he gets to spend with other people. Oh my gosh, I could not feel him more. Do y'all hear me? I yearn for adult interaction because I am literally with my little one all day long, which is why I enjoy when we go live, which I need to do more of. But I definitely get you, Chris. I need to go get my feet rubbed as well now that I'm looking at this. So they start talking, and Chris is telling Quick that when they switch roles, him and Monique, it was stressful and they almost ended their marriage. So Quick can definitely relate to that. And he said, we don't realize how much our wives actually do until they have to do it. Okay, Quick, I ain't seen you with the kids yet. So Chris was like, yeah, they make it look easy, but it's definitely not. So then they start talking about them meeting with the intuitive healer. So Chris is asking if Quick has thought about opening up more and not being so on all the time. So Quick was like, in my world, opening up gets you killed. But with Ashley, she's helped him realize, opening up and being vulnerable, that does not mean that you're weak. And so Chris brings up how he doesn't cry often, but when Quick was sharing, about his mom, he was almost in tears. So Quick was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't even cry at my mom's funeral. And he explains just because he doesn't cry doesn't mean he isn't. So he explains that just because he doesn't cry doesn't mean that he isn't feeling. So then, they open up about other things, and Chris tells him about how he grew up with a Vietnam vet dad, and he was abusive and he was in an abusive household, and he was never able to really just show his emotions, but they just had to deal with it. But he went to therapy, and that's why he feels bad that he's not the leader that he should be in his house, because he did not have an example. Chris gonna take some accountability if he don't do nothing else. This scene is yet another example of how refreshing this franchise is. Look, I know y'all think it's boring, honey. I know y'all do. But look at the contrast between the men on this franchise and Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's not just because it's season 1 either, because I know I saw some people saying, well, it's just season 1. No, ma'am. Because on season 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, they were immediately talking about infidelity. Season 1, Martell, Maurice, and Marceau were out there washing that car, and Martell had on his 4th of July short set, child, and he was talking about infidelity. There are other things that you could be talking about. These two men are really being transparent with each other, and honey, I love to see it. I love to see it. So Chris was like, you know what? I do think that Quick should seek therapy because in the Black community, we find excuses for it. It's too expensive. We feel crazy doing it, but he needs to do that. I feel like our community is getting a little bit better though. It's starting to get a little bit better. We know what we need to do and we're starting to make steps to do that so we can break these generational curses. But I absolutely understand where you're coming from, Chris. In the next scene, Erana is going to have a consultation for a skinny BBL. Basically, they're going to take the fat from whatever part of her body because, honey, it ain't none. Child, you might need to take some from Jamie's fat head. I'm just kidding, Jamie. But, girl, you ain't got no fat. But I say this, to each their own. Like, if you want to fix it, fix it. But, Erana, you really look awesome. This is the frame you were meant to have. So Ashley trying to figure out where she gonna get the fat from. She's like, the only thing heavy on her is her wigs. Her body is sickening. Okay, it really is. Erana, if you don't gone, child. So the doctor comes in, he trying to find some fat, child, trying to find something to pull from. He gonna tell her, well, I don't see too much fat, but I mean, we can, make it happen. But when you get up from the table, it might not be, much of a difference. Well, why are you gonna even do it? Why? I'm not going to risk my life for me to have just a little bit of a bump. Listen, girl, I know you heavy over on the TikTok, Erana. I'm speaking directly to you. There is an instant BBL that you can get from Amazon for $34.99. I will link it down below, okay? And you, too, can have an ass, okay? There's no reason for you to go over here and get this skinny BBL that ain't going to do nothing. Then you can take the BBL off when you don't want it. You can give it a little BBL and take it right back. Oh, child, I'm crazy. Baby, Erana says she want legs and hips and body. Shout out to Candy, honey. She was like, look, I'm just constantly comparing myself to other people. It's like the healer said, I want to be perfect. Like I'm looking at the Instagram models and I just want to look like that. So Ashley is definitely speaking facts. She was like, most of these pictures are heavily edited, photoshopped, and filtered. Okay. Let me just say this to y'all. I met this really well-known influencer, right? I'm not going to name names. Everybody loves her body. You've seen her on Instagram. I'm sure that you have. I saw her in person and I didn't even recognize her. Them filters will have you feeling like a loser. Honey, when you see these people in person, they got the same dimples, dents, and cellulite that you got. Anyway, in the end, though, you have to be content with what you see when you look in the mirror. So if you want to do it, then do it. Because I definitely did want a boob lift. But I'm good. Okay. Because after I sat back and really thought about it, I'm like, I've been getting wifed up without it this long, honey. It's simply vanity to me now. I will just get a better bra. I'm just saying. So Ashley switches the topic to Winter and her meeting up with Monique. And she was like, I was confused because both of them had different stories. Like, I didn't know what was going on. So Erana goes, do you think something is mentally wrong with her? Nah, Erana. Ain't nothing mentally wrong with this woman. So then she talks about, the nicknames. And so Erana was like, she giving her husband nicknames? Don't be making up no damn name for my husband. So she said, what was the nickname she gave Quick? And she said she called him DJ Fun Size. So they laughed a little bit about it, right? So then she said, and for Jamie, she called him the Red Light Special. See, Erana, I knew when you was over there telling her your business that wasn't no good. I was like, Erana, don't tell this hell for nothing. I knew it. So in the next scene, Erana meets with Winter because she's pissed. So Winter shows up, walking in slow motion and whatnot. I'm like, child, not the cinematics of it all. They make some small talk when she sits down. And Erana was like, I'm just trying to figure out what's the problem with us. So Winter goes, I'm confused why everyone is so upset with me. Huh? I can't stand when people play dumb, honey. Please stop acting brand new. You know exactly what you did when you did it. So she explains to Erana, she was just talking like she would talk to a friend when she was talking to Monique. So she's like, and we've been friends for 15 years. Erana in her confession was like, I don't give a damn if y'all sisters. Don't sit around and talk about my business, especially my husband. Winter is backpedaling big time and lying, saying, no, Monique took it as, we were going back and forth. No, Monique took it back the same way that you gave it. Because when I watched it, I immediately thought, why are you relaying this message this way? When you know dang on well y'all sat there and clanked those champagne glasses together. Like, why are you doing that? So Erana was like, well, I heard that you gave my husband a nickname. She said, okay, so I'm very sarcastic. And I called quick DJ Fun Size. Erana said, girl, don't nobody want to hear that. Exactly. Don't nobody want to hear you calling a man short. You knew exactly what you were doing. You meant it to be hurtful. That's why you said it. And you meant it to be messy. So Erana goes, well, don't mention my husband's name. Like, what I said to you, that was between us. Like, why would you go back and tell Monique? And Winter is like, well, you didn't tell me, don't say anything. And again, I do not like when people play crazy. Erana said, girl, you should know that. Erana, and you should have known not to share anything you don't want to get back. This is a reality show. These are a few growing pains, but you gonna know next time, ain't you? So then Erana leans back and says, do you think you have a mental illness because of all... I can't even get it out. Erana, please, girl. Don't ask this woman if something is wrong with her because of the relationship she went through, honey. Because if that's the case, I need to be tied up in somebody's straitjacket in a padded cell. All the fools that I done dealt with. And that was the end of the episode. Oh, child, these people are a mess. I actually am warming up to Love and Marriage DC. I like it. I like the fact that it's not so much severe drama and everybody fighting and everybody divided. Now that may have to do with season 1. We'll see how season 2 goes. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.